Hey everybody, how's it going? Grumpy Gaming Dad here. Back on Dalton Highway. This is a fantastic map. I hope you've been following the series so far. Episode 5 today. We are continuing our push north up to the Yukon River camp. So a quick recap. This is the Dalton and Elliot Highway map. This is a 1:1 scale map that covers from Fairbanks, Alaska, all the way up to Deadfoot up near Prudhoe Bay. That's in the Arctic Circle. Fantastic map. It's just short of 500 miles this journey all the way up, and we're going to drive the whole thing real time. Possibly might fast forward a few bits if they're very similar, but we're doing it real time so far. So we started off in Fairbanks. It's got a Volvo Peterbilt and a Kenworth dealer. I forgot the third truck type, dear me. And we got ourselves a Volvo VNL670. It's the Aradeth mod from the workshop. All the details are in the video description as usual. Fairbanks may not look too large in itself, but being 1:1 scale, it takes some time to travel across. We did a couple of jobs on the first episode. We ended up at Fox here, which was only about 10-12 miles outside of town. But that took an entire episode. We're on our second job at the moment, which is 19 tonnes of beverages, which we're taking from Fox up to Yukon River camp. It's taken us 3 journeys already. Episodes 2, 3 and 4 were just to get us to this point on the map. You can just see the blue marker there. This is the last leg. We've got 31 miles to cover. It says 49 minutes to do it in. And we're going to do it. We're going to get to the Yukon River camp today. We have to do this. We've got so much ground to cover. We've still got the entire rest of the map. This will only be, I think, about 130 something miles in of a 490 mile total. So let's crack on. Let's do this. We've parked up at the side of the road. This is our rest stop just to get ourselves a cup of tea and a quick break. So we're going to crack on. Let's put that back on. There we go, reset that. Quick cycle the pedals. We're on a bit of an incline and we've managed to park on a bit of a bump on the side of the road as well, so we're going to struggle this out of here. That looks good, that looks good. So you can just about see the pipeline down there. We're going to be following that all the way up to Prudhoe. Oh, hello. Oh, that's keen. Oh, come on. You could have done that. So we're on the dirt roads, as you can see. There's small patches of tarmac on this road so far. The tarmac kind of run out, just Living Good, which seems to be the start of the Dalton Highway proper. And we hit that a couple of episodes ago. So this is the final leg of this particular delivery. And it's going to have taken 4 hours, or roughly 4 hours in total. Which is, if you're used to ATS, is just phenomenal. I've said it before in the previous episodes, but having a 1:1 scale is you know, it's a startling difference. It really is. So we're in the Volvo. We had to upgrade the engine from a 500 brake to a 600. At the same time, we upgraded from a 13-speed to an 18-speed gearbox. I didn't want to change the engine horsepower. I thought 500 would be enough. We struggled on some of the slopes, but we hadn't stopped, but we did hit a problem on the first big slope on the dirt road. We got down into crawler gear, into low, and unfortunately the wheels just span. The gearing was so low we couldn't get traction on the surface. So we upped the engine to 600 brake, and it means we can keep up momentum in a slightly higher gear, and I've not had the same issue so far, or not to the same extent at least. And this engine's slightly torquier as well, so we can just about... Oh, road sign, middle of the road. Hello, let's avoid you. So we can kind of avoid too many issues. Oh, that's it. Careful there. Oh, look, opens right out. Get a good view of the pipeline there. This road is quite raised as well. That's a comment that got made on the thread about this particular map. I think there was a user asking, well, can you make it easier to access the road? And the mod maker, hawkbs, just said, well, it's how the road is. It's a realism map. I mean, if you go off the right hand side here, you're going to have a devil of a job getting back on the road, if you can manage it at all. And that adds a little element of danger. It's quite nice. These gravel roads are noticeably more slippery than the tarmac as well. I've had a few occasions where the front end's gone light and started sliding. And it's probably not being helped that my speed is a little bit high. I do have traffic offences turned off. That was a mistake to start with, but I'm keeping it. Because one of the things you notice with this map is there's a very high ratio of law enforcement cars. They're well mapped because they tend to be 4x4s and they're in local colours, but there are too many of them. And again, the map maker's commented on this. He's changed all the settings, but they still seem to spawn in at quite a high rate. So I've decided to leave traffic offences off for now. One of the reasons being is you want a nice bit of momentum. If you get a downward slope, you want to be able to keep some speed and transfer that to the next uphill section. If it's safe to do so, of course. It looks like we're being overtaken by another truck. No, it's a coach. Okay. I bet your passengers are loving you right now. I'm doing 40 in a 50 zone, and you're sat on the outside of a blind corner. Yeah, there you go. Pull back in. GG. So yes, I'm going to be taking some liberties with the speed limit, shall we say. But you'll notice why once we hit a big incline. In fact, I have as well mapped my jake brake sensitivity. Sensitivity, the right word? In one of the recent SCS patches for American Truck Sim, they changed it so you could regulate the intensity of your jake brake. And I do finally have that mapped. I've been promising episode upon episode I'll do that, and I've finally done it now. I think it's only got 3 stages by the feel of it. It's got three different levels. But it's done, we can use it. Just gonna crawl along here. You don't really get a sense for the gradients in first person, but if we go third person and have a little look, you can see we've got a bit of a downward thing going on here. Oh, and I can't steer. Nothing oncoming, that's good. On the steeper slopes you really do get a sense of just how hard the incline is. Also found by necessity that tend to work the engine a bit harder. Changing up at 1500 RPM is a bit of a luxury. Even though the torque for this motor, I think the torque curve is 1100 to 1500, or maybe 1000 to 1400, something like that. But we've got a nice hill coming now by the look of it. And we have to find the sweet spot. Engine starting to labour a bit. There we go. Revs are dropping. I think she'll hold this one though. So the scenery is mostly trees and mountains, as you can imagine. But despite that, it's really pleasant to drive. There's not a huge variety. You don't get big towns or big complexes or anything like that, but it's just nice. You know, Fairbanks is fairly well mapped. It's there's lots going on there, quite a few businesses, companies you can start jobs from. You've got the 3 truck dealers like I mentioned, and there's another road sign in the road. Let's move over. Oh, that's a bit of a drop off there. That's going to make the truck go light. Yep, there goes the steering. So there is a winter variant to this road as well. And I've pretty much decided I'm enjoying this. There's a weather mod that I'm running for it, with a special winter version as well. And I figured if this goes well enough on the trip up to Dead Horse. There we go, come on. Don't make me change down to 4th. Nice one. Well done, truck, well done. Yeah, I figured if I get to Dead Horse without too many incidents, I may well run the ice road back, put the winter version on. I've got to bear in mind that this is going to take this series to get from Fairbanks to Dead Horse. It's going to take, well, I'm trying to work it out how many episodes I think it'll be. I'm trying to keep the episodes to between 45 minutes to an hour. It was going to be shorter than that originally, but it ended up being the 45 to 60 minute mark because there was a conveniently placed rest stop on the road out from Fox for episode 2. And looking at the distance we had left to go up to Yukon River camp, it kind of naturally split itself into hour segments. So I've kept to that so far. I mean, how far have we got to go? We've got 22 miles to go. Still got 15 hours to do it in, so that's not an issue. I'm just really looking forward to delivering this trailer. It's been a long time coming. I'm trying to record an episode a day and get it published to YouTube. This one, I fear, may be late. I've had the world supply of issues with Windows 10 Anniversary Update. Incredibly bad idea to upgrade it to Anniversary. Lots of problems reported. Now I've looked and had experienced them myself. But I've downgraded to Windows 10 normal, not the Anniversary. I don't mind Win 10. Lots of people put it down and say stick to 7, stick to 8 or 8.1. I've got to admit, I've not had many issues with 10. Once I got past the install, that wasn't particularly pleasant. The upgrade didn't work. But Win 10 itself, on a clean disc, has been, you know, perfectly fine. I've been very, very pleased with it. Anniversary update? Nah, terrible. Look at this road now. This is really raised. If we go off left or right, we are in deep trouble. I really want to get there with this truck intact. I've not even dinged it yet. No dents, no scratches. We've only got, let's have a look, we've got 132 miles on the clock. And that's when we bought it down in Fairbanks. And again, it's something you have to get used to. You think 132 miles, well, that's not much, you know, that's it's like an hour's driving in the normal game. But in this, nope. Nope, that's 4.5 hours worth odd of driving so far. And that again makes it feel really special. The jobs in Fairbanks, I think the first job we took was a 2-mile delivery of some home accessories, 11 tons. And that took us 10 minutes to do 2 miles. And I think we got $600 odd for that, which, you know, felt like quite realistic. I don't know if that's too much or too little, but it's better than the stock game where you get, you know, thousands of dollars. Oh, we're going to tarmac. Hey, you get thousands of dollars for doing a short trip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm glad that was tarmac, not a gravel road there. That could have been problematic. The truck coming up behind us quite quickly. How's he doing so well? He's really caught up to us really quickly. So where possible, I want to try and avoid changing down from 5th to 4th. I'm running an 18-speed gearbox, and I've actually got the SKRS shifter running as well, as that does involve flicking 2 switches and moving the gear lever. It sounds kind of wimpy, not wanting to do that, but it is a little bit of extra effort, and if you mess up a down change on some of these hills, then you pay for it. You really do. Or indeed an up change if you get too carried away and think, oh, I've got the revs, I can change up. You've got to be really sure you can and you've got the time. I think I did that in episode 1, was it? Episode 2? There was a car messed up an overtake of the truck in front of me. He got stuck in the offside because there was traffic approaching, and I crawled past him in first gear, being a bit abusive towards the driver for being a fool. And then I foolishly tried to change up into second on a heavy slope, and I got stuck, and the truck didn't have enough power to pull away. It's all very embarrassing. I ended up having to roll back slightly, then go diagonal just to get enough traction and enough fight the effects of gravity. Oh, hello. This is deceptively steep. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, that's quite steep for 19 tons in the back. Sounds like that truck behind me is dead close. Yep, he is not far away. I'm getting a bit of a queue here. That's not so good. So I've noticed and discovered it's necessary sometimes to commit to a gear and just keep it. Wait till the road flattens out and worry about going through your forward gears, climbing up the box after that. So we should be passing pump station 6 at some stage as well. We passed 5 previously, but it was down a side road, so I missed it. We've got a bit of scenery issue there by the look of it. The hill hasn't quite come down far enough. That's a shame. There's very, very few issues on this map. It is really well done. So the link's in the video description. If you've got ATS, I strongly recommend you give it a go. You do have to start a new profile because it's using a new map database. But it's well worth it. I mean, I've been reading the forum thread about this map. It's 70-80 pages long. And there are people loving it so much they're just sticking to it for a career. Which makes you think, look, there's not a lot of variety on it. And I'm going to kind of counteract my own statement there, because there is, but there isn't. It's predominantly one long road. Yes, you've got a few turn-offs, yes, you've got a few settlements, but it is one long road, effectively. But despite that, I could... Oh, come on, pick a gear. I'm going to have to go to 4th, I have to go to 3rd, blow that. Oh no, come on, girl, come on. Nearly lost all my momentum now. That could have been bad. Truck behind me didn't seem to suffer. I have noticed that the AI trucks do slow down appropriately on the hills. I've been caught behind a couple so far that have been slower than me. When on the flip side of that, they do seem to be able to accelerate away quite quickly when it flattens out, but I guess SCS are still working on the logic and the AI driving and stuff there. We seem to have moved away from the pipeline again. So I'm hoping we'll actually get to see the pump station. Hello. Yep, you did that nicely. Okay. In fact, I think you passed myself and the other truck. Well, the other truck... Okay. Just to call me a liar and completely counteract my last statement, the truck is pulled away slower than me on the straight, so... that was unexpected. I'm not even going to attempt to float any gears on this map and in these conditions. If you mess it up, you're going to pay for it. My biggest fear now is stalling on a hill. Above everything else, I just want to keep moving. I don't want to dare think about having to stop and try and pull away on some of these inclines. Perhaps abusing the speed limit slightly. Let's put on the lowest level of Jake brake. We appear to have a reasonably tight right hand bend coming up. Just pull the speed down slightly. So that's level 1, level 2, level 3, and I think we stop at level 3. Whoa! Boy, let's up that to level 3. That was a hell of a drop. Still accelerating, even on a full engine brake. No, we're holding it, okay. Another tight bend coming up. I think we will leave it on high and bring the speed down. Yeah, it's probably a good idea because that seems like quite a sharp crest as well there. Oh, at least look at that, wow. You imagine doing this in the ice with the even slipperier road surfaces. Right, let's bring that back a bit. Turn it off, there we go. So I haven't touched the throttle for the past minute or so. Just letting gravity do the work for us. And now we're climbing up again. There we go. Put some power down. Well, that was good. That was fun. Right. Can we keep it in 17th? We're in 8 low. Have we got the torque and the power to maintain this level of acceleration? Yes, it appears we do. Nice. Very nice. Reset my view a little bit. There we go. Come on, we can get over this. Come on. I'm not changing. I'm not changing. Oh, you can hear it struggle. Come on. I think I may have to change for the next hill, though. Look at that. Yep. Come on. Oh, we've been caught up by a truck. That's not the white truck that was behind us before. I need to work out what company that is, the blue and yellow. I keep saying that, but I haven't done so yet. So the other great thing about this map is it comes with some truck and trailer custom skins. It's got Carlisle Trucking, I've seen them so far. It's got Span Alaska. And that blue and yellow paint scheme that's behind us, or the truck behind us, I've seen that a lot. And I've not yet caught the name. Try and get a bit of a run up for this one. Come on, we're nearly there. Choose to hold it in gear here, I think. Just till we crest this small rise. Actually, may need to control our descent slightly. Come on, car. There you go. Now, here's the prime example. I'm not going to risk changing up because I can just keep it in fifth. And if need be, I can just drop one on the switch without actually changing gear, which I do need to do. There we go. That car's going to try and overtake me on a blind bend. That's not a strong move. I've seen some of the AI demonstrate almost sensible driving in a behaviour. A couple of episodes ago there was a particular car that kept putting out to pre-overtake position and having a look, deciding against it, and I think it had like 3 or 4 times it happened, and eventually it overtook and just, you know, nice speed, passed me. Kind of got in my way a bit, a few hundred yards down the road, but yeah, well, you can't have everything. But it was nice to see. You can see it in your mirror. It kept nudging out, having a look, deciding against it. Finally picked its spot and went. That was a nice effect. That's just holding 60 on the first level of engine brake. I might have to increase it slightly now. The speed's creeping up a little bit. That's on the second level and it's holding. I think we'll take it off here. A little run up the other side. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit fast, and we are catching that car up, so let's bring that down a little bit. Full intensity now. I think the game does allow for the AI drivers to underspeed and overspeed on the posted limit. And I'm thinking that guy is probably doing about 55, so he's speeding slightly. But maybe even slightly more. Look at that, I'm kind of keeping distance at nearly 60. I guess of course it does beg the question, is the a 50 limit for cars, or is that the truck speed limit? Yeah, I don't know. Right, how far does it say we've got to go? Oh, 6 miles, 10 minutes. Hey, we haven't got to pump station 6 yet, have we? We haven't passed pump station 6, and I think we've got to cross the bridge as well yet. I'm going to have a quick sneaky peek at the map. Nope, we're not quite at pump station 6 yet. This map zoom is a pain beyond belief. No, we're not quite at pump station 6. Okay. I will try and remember that. So these pump stations are pretty impressive by all accounts. We've got huge gas turbine driven pumps. And from what I've read, each of these stations, I think there's 6 stations along the pipeline now, and each station has 3 of these big gas turbine pumps, and they move the crazy amounts, like 20,000 gallons of oil a minute or something. There's 3 of them doing that. I think the pipeline's something like 800 miles. Goes from Prudhoe Bay down to Valdez. Kind of regardless of your views on the environmental side of it, it's a pretty impressive feat of engineering. Oh, dirt road. Oh, a little bit of a rumble under the tyres there. Look at that. I've never noticed before. We're back to no runoff from the sides of the road. And we're back to the reduced traction as well. So you have to take care. We've only got 10 miles to finish this job, or slightly less now. It's very exciting. I've got a lot of time invested in this journey already, and we're only part way through the whole thing. So I'm hoping we're not going to have the same issue that we did in Fox when we did our first delivery, or second delivery, sorry. In Fox there was only the one company location, and it took a couple of days of resting to find a job going north. There were plenty going south back to Fairbanks, but there wasn't much choice of work, so we had to sit there for a couple of days doing nothing and wait for a suitable job to appear. I'm hoping it's not the same issue at Yukon River Camp. Right, we appear to be catching those two up fairly quickly, but then I'm busting the speed limit, so perhaps not a major surprise. How close am I to the edge? Not too bad. Yes, this episode should come into just under an hour, which means we played it quite well on the previous episodes. We pushed on for a little bit extra on a couple of occasions, just to make sure we could get to here at a decent time. Pump Station 6. Should we go and have a look? We've got time, haven't we? I'm tempted to go down there and take a peek. It appears to be just there. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We've not done much sightseeing on this journey so far. I think we owe ourselves a bit of R&R. Yukon River, road maintenance and oil spill response base. Wow. So is this pretty much the stock ATS oil refinery? Possibly. Oh, pipeline. Oh, have we crossed the pipeline? Because on the way up, the pipeline was on our right. That would imply it should be on our left there, going up that way. Oh, I recognise this. Yeah, okay. Good use of existing buildings. In fact, this is like the ETS2 building. This looks like an ETS2 delivery point. I tell you what, though, the good news is there's 3 jobs here. So hopefully that bodes well for the camp. We may have a selection of jobs. Okay, that's good. Glad it came for a visit, that's good. Okay. Pipeline going off there in the distance. So there are a few places where the pipeline is submerged. I read about that. But I thought they were animal crossings more than anything. Ooh, that entrance is right near a blind crest. That's a bit iffy. Oh, yep. We have to get across there. Pretty sharpish. You've got a truck coming up there at speed, trying to keep the speed up. That could be disastrous. I don't know if those road signs have a collision object on them. I don't want to find out. Oh, there we go. Crossing the pipeline. Look at that. What did I just say? Hey! I didn't notice one of those previously. Coming out of Fairbanks and at various points along the route up from Fox, we've seen the pipeline on our right hand side. In fact, at the start of this episode we saw the pipeline on our right hand side. and I hadn't noticed crossing it up until that point. Oh, I can see the delivery flag in the GPS. Oh, and there's the bridge. Oh my god. Let's slow down a bit. So this is the Yukon River Bridge. Apparently this thing's 1/4 of a mile long. And I think this is only one of 4 vehicle bridges that goes across the Yukon River. Oh, look, pipeline looks a bit... Yukon River. Oh, speed limit 25. That's probably fair. It's not wooden boarded, is it? It's not really a wooden bridge, surely. Well, it's not a wooden bridge, obviously, but a wooden road surface. Holy moly. Okay. Draw distance issues there, clearly. But still. Hello, police car. I'm not speeding. Wow, this is good. Police car behind me as well. Is that the camp? It may well be. Yeah, we've got a turn, look. I can't believe we're finally here. What have we got? Second. Yeah, not this turning, the next one. Wow. There's not much here, as you can see, but I've really got a good sense of achievement here. We just make our own way, do we? Let's cut across where we feel like it. Okay. There's a fuel stop there, look. Okay. Alaska West Express trailer, a Carlisle trailer. What else we got? Another Carlisle. Can't see what that blue one is. There's our drop-off point. Over to the right. Yukon River Camp. I'll tell you what worries me. I'll tell you what worries me right now. I can't see a company point. There's a fuel point. I cannot see the sign for a company. There's a garage point there as well. That does worry me. Let's just jump out of vehicle. See if it's over here maybe. Food, lodging, fuel, gifts. Oh boy, it doesn't appear to be a company point. Right, that could give us some problems for the next leg. Right, well, not going to worry about that now. That's tomorrow's problem. That's a rest point, obviously. Okay. It's a long way away. That is Go external. Not going to need to fill up with fuel because I've got something like 2,000 mile range still on this thing. And the entire road's only around the 500 mile mark, so there's no need for fuel at all during this series. Oh, it's a pulling forwards? Is that pulling forwards? It is. What the hell? These things are never pulling forwards. Oh, look, it's been blocked by the... Oh, that's not good. It's pulling forwards, but the area's been blocked by that big red... Okay. This... Yeah, okay. All that effort. Come on, guys. You thought you could have sorted out a better parking system than this. Honestly. This is going to be slightly tricky then, isn't it? Might have to hope we get a lucky ding. Oh, that'll do. That's a lucky ding. Okay. Right, there we go. Drop that. Sorted. 139 miles driven distance. 3 hours 48. So that's taken us to 4 episodes. And we used 30.5 gallons, for which we got just over $5,000. I enjoyed that. That was good. Really enjoyed that. We finally made it to Yukon River Camp from Fox. We're making our way north. We have to try and find a job next time and continue this journey. I suspect I may have to pop down to pump station 6 to find a job. But I'll worry about that another time. But anyway, that's it from me for now. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. You know what to do. Please give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think. Have you driven this route? What's next? What can I expect? Can I get a job here? I don't know. But anyway, I need to go. I need to edit this, render it, and try and upload it today. Otherwise, I'm going to fall behind on my promise for a video per day. So that's it from me for now. Take it easy, guys. Happy trucking. And I shall see you all soon. Bye for now.